People are kind of dumb. They see somebody come in really kind and meek, like a meek and quiet spirit, and they think they can take advantage of them. But to be kind is strength. It takes strength to be kind. To be meek, it takes strength. Meek and quiet spirit. Somebody over there is cursing. I don't know who. I don't know what's going on. But to be meek and quiet and kind takes strength, right? Controlled power is actually what meekness is. And so, and then to have the wisdom to see, the Bible says to be as wise as serpents, but gentle as doves, you know, wise as serpents, but gentle as doves. It takes some wisdom from above to beat that, right? I got some people yelling for no reason, and I don't know if it's to my right or to my left or in front or behind. It's kind of ridiculous over nothing. But you know that the Jezebel spirit, the legalist, the Jezebel, they never can work alone. They had to have some flying monkeys, and these flying monkeys are so stupid to not know that there's a fake reality bubble built around them. I've seen this my whole life. I've seen this every time a Jezebel attacks. What she'll do is she'll attack, and then she realizes she can't control you. So then she realizes she lost. So she has to tell everybody in her network that it was you that was evil when she was trying to do the steal, kill, and destroy. So she has to tell everybody in her network that it was you. And even if they wanted to come back, they can't come back because they would have to admit to all these people that it was them. Let me say it again. Even if they wanted to come back, and they usually try to get back, but they got all these lies they told, and they'd have to tell everybody that everything that they were told was a lie. So they're caught between a rock and a hard place. And like the Bible says, their own devices destroy them. Their own schemes, all that, just like Wally Cody. That's why I say Wally Cody always destroys himself. And so their own schemes that they put out towards somebody come back and bounce on them. Because think about it. If they're a schemer, they don't know how to function without a bunch of flying monkeys. So they got to lie to the flying monkeys. You see through them, you take off, then they got to lie about you. Why did he leave? Why did they leave? Well, blah, blah, blah. So they got to make themselves look good. They tried to make themselves look good to you, then you saw through it. Then they got to keep that image up in this, and you don't function that way. You're not a people pleaser. And then when you leave, then they have to tell lies. And then when they want to try to pull you back, they got all these lies they told, and you're not going to adapt to their fake reality bubble. And so they destroy themselves. It's true on the job, true in relationships, true in in-laws, marriage, everything else, family. They won't come back because all the lies they told about you, all the gossip, the lies, the defamation and all that stuff, they would have to say, oh, it was all lies, and then nobody would trust that person, so their whole foundation would crash. So what usually happens is they try to find somebody else to pull in that's weak, that's not really wise to the game, ignorant, and then they yoke up with somebody who's stupid, and then they hate that person, and it turns into fighting and more flat. Then this person's playing games with them, they're playing games with them, they got their network, and they're miserable, they hate each other. It just keeps going. They keep destroying themselves, is what I'm saying. And they wonder, they like bumping into a brick wall every 6 months. They bump into another wall, or every week, or every 2 weeks, or month. And they have to blame somebody else. They can never look at themselves and admit they were the problem.